Welcome to My Long Island TV. From Manhasset to Montauk, we have traveled our communities to bring you the following events. I'm your host, Waldo Cabrera. My Long Island TV starts now.
Operation Splash has been in existence for, this is our 19th season of all volunteers going out and picking up trash out of the bay. It was started in 1990 by a famous Freeport guy by the name of Al Grover and his daughter Joanne, who came back from college all full of fire and brimstone and going to save the world. And he said to his daughter, why don't you start here in Freeport and get all this garbage out of the canals. About 1,100 memberships, close to 1,500 people participate on and off on a yearly basis. Our boats are in the water from March right through November. We're out there 7 days a week, twice a day. In Freeport, we're blessed to be at the end of a watershed, which whenever it rains, all of that debris that's in this watershed area gets deposited in our waterways. That kind of explains why in 19 seasons we've removed over 350 tons of garbage.
First year I saw the boat go by, I said to myself, that's not going to really do anything. But after 6 weeks or so, I can notice the difference, and that's when I joined, and I've been a member ever since. We basically have crews of 3 to 5 people per trip, and we clean probably with a 4 square mile area here locally between the bridges and the marshes and the canals. It keeps us very, very busy. This logbook actually tells us what goes on day by day. It's where we get our numbers each year. It gives us who took the trips, exactly what was picked up on the trips, and it basically consists of floatables and stuff that doesn't float. We've got motor blocks, shopping carts, TVs, you name it, we found it out here over the past 19 years. This information actually helped us to get a grant. I guess they had one that was passed 2 years ago. We got $70,000 to get 2 additional splash boats so we could improve the area and expand our efforts. But this year is our Bible.
I started with Splash about last July. Even though I knew it existed, I didn't know how to get involved. And then Werner, who you'll interview, was on the boat with us. I paddled up to his house with my kayak. We're talking for a couple of years actually, and he says, come on down Tuesday night, go out on the boat with Splash. Great, that's all I needed was an invitation. And I've been doing it ever since. And even though sometimes I get a little annoyed at all the stuff I see in the water that people don't care what they're doing, but I know I'm doing a good job, and I'm pleased with that.
And one day I was talking to Skip over in CVS, and he says, I had seen the t-shirt. I said, oh, you would Splash. He says, yeah, you want to join? I said, yeah, come on. He says, come on down on Tuesday, and we'll go out, and you'll see what we do. And I've been involved ever since.
So we'll have boats in Massapequa, Weltner, Freeport, and East Rockaway patrolling the estuary and removing all the trash. Whenever it rains, anything that's in the street, on the shingles, roofs, gets washed down and also follows that garbage path out into the bay. So all of that water gets washed down into the bay when it rains or snows, and that's why a lot of times they have to close the beaches for swimming, because people put their dog waste down the storm drains thinking that it's going to go to someplace magic and get fixed. When what happens is it gets washed out into the bay, and then the water's tested and they find the water's unsafe for swimming, so it kind of ruins our beaches for everybody. If you'd like to get involved with Operation Splash, it's a very secret society. We call ourselves aquagarbologists. It's a nice name that we use, but pretty much if you can stand on a boat and scoop with a net, we'll take you.